5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's start doing some speed calculations using the formula. Example 1, a tour bus travels 150 kilometers and stops after 2.5 hours to give the passengers a break. What is the average speed of the bus for this leg of the journey? So I've highlighted the key data. It's important as a very first step to make sure you understand the question. We're asked to find average speed, and now we list the data down the left-hand side. So D for distance equals 150 kilometers. Don't forget to include the units. T for time equals 2.5 hours, or H. And we don't know the average speed, but we write the symbol followed by a question mark. The reason for doing that is that once you've got the letters there for the quantities, it makes it easier to identify the formula or rule that relates those variables. In this case, it's the basic formula average speed VAV equals D over T. Once you've written the formula, you can then substitute the values, calculate, and don't forget to write the units, in this case kilometers per hour, and underline your answer for clarity. Example 2. An aeroplane travels 300 kilometers due north for 1.5 hours, then travels 445 kilometers due west for 3 hours. And we have to determine the total distance travelled and the average speed of the journey. So once again, I've identified the key data. I've made sure I understand what the question is asking me to do, and now I think about how to solve it. The first thing we should do for this kind of example is to draw a diagram. And because we're dealing with compass directions, I start by drawing a north pointer on my page to indicate the standard compass directions. Then I can go ahead and draw a diagram. Each arrow represents a distance in the given direction, and I've also recorded the time. So where to from here? In part A, the total distance D, we simply add together those two distances for a total of 745 kilometers. For part B, we start with the formula for average speed. Now in this example, I don't really need to list my data again because I've put it on the diagram. But we do need to write the formula, speed, or VAV, equals D over T. And now we substitute the data, 745 over the total time, so I must add together 1.5 and 3 hours. I'm using kilometers per hour and hours, and that gives me an answer of 165 kilometers per hour. Underline it for clarity.